What's going on, fellow nerds around the world? Welcome to episode 3 of Nerds Unitas One Cineverse, and this is the show where we give you the latest news from the world of movies. Plus, I will give you insight into what all needs. On this show today, we have some very interesting items that have come up during the week, and I will discuss them with you, and I will share some insight about my opinion about what this news means everything else like that. What I there was some pretty interesting. It's been a somewhat fascinating week to say the least. And so let's get on with it. First item we'll discuss today on the show is that the Ghostbusters reboot, which will be directed by Paul Feig, and it's also starring Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, and Leslie Jones, has begun filming as of yesterday. And also, as filming began, a few details emerged as the filming had commenced on the film, and it comes in the form of a brief synopsis, which goes as quote: Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy play a pair of unhurdled authors who write a book posting that ghosts are real. Flash forward a few years, and Wiig lands a prestigious teaching position at Columbia University. Like the original story, takes place in New York City, even though he's being shot in Boston, which is pretty sweet until her book resurfaces, and she's laughed out of academia. Wiig reunites with McCarthy and the two of her Phantom Wranglers, and she gets some sweet revenge when ghosts invade Manhattan, and she and her team have to save the world. End of quote. It does seem a bit interesting what I read. It does seem a bit interesting where they're headed into. You know, it does have some familiar riffs of the original, but I'm gonna wait until we see what Paul Wiig and his cast have created for us. You know, it seems that the whole community and fans of the first two films have been split on this idea since the beginning, and also with the Russo brothers helping their own Ghostbusters project, which will be in a few years down the line. You know? And also, because of course, Melissa McCarthy is enjoying some successes for her own. And of course, service of her partnership with Paul Feig as the movie Spy, which is recently released, has been enjoying some critical praise. You know? And Dan Aykroyd voiced his praise, his approval of this upcoming project, and then there are indications that Slimer will return, which will be, of course, the iconic green ghost scene in the first two Ghostbusters films. I mean, for me, I'm not as, torn about this project as some people. I do think it has a lot of potential. They do have some great comedic talent. I mean, some people are adverse to the fact that this is a female-led film. I just think you shouldn't. There's a lot of things you really shouldn't judge so hastily, especially. But the talent in them, there's no denying the talent involved. Especially three of the cast members have been alumnuses on set. Some of them are still. I believe. Some of them have been on. Well, yes, three of the cast members have been on Saturday Night Live. But I think, by July 22nd, I believe. Well, I'm not really sure, but they may have crafted a film that is worthy of the Ghostbusters name. And also another item we'll be discussing on the show is the first trailer for the Peanuts movie that has been released. And of course, the Peanuts movie, as it's called, is based on the comic strip by Charles Schulz that had been running for, I believe, the comic had ran for 50 years straight, for 50 years straight until the death of his creator, And what I've seen from this trailer is absolutely wonderful. It is absolutely delightful what I'm looking here. I love the look. I mean, I love how detailed, and crisp the animation looks. I love, I love, and it's just like I love the character interactions. And it seems like they have really stayed true to the spirit of Schultz's original work. I mean, I believe, this, what I'm looking at here, what I was looking at is utterly charming, and I really like I said, it seems to honor. So it seems to honor the original work. And if I have one gripe about the trailer, it's the use of music. Too much relying on pop tunes of the time. I suppose it's okay to a certain extent, but it wasn't something that I thought was a very necessary choice. But I'm really anxious to see it. I'm really anxious to see. I mean, I didn't really watch a lot of the Peanuts characters when I was a kid. I mean, I did occasionally watch them from time to time. I always found them to be wonderful characters, great characters. But this, I mean, it seems like with this they have revived it in a fresh sort of contemporary way. And I definitely look forward to see what they've done. I mean, what they've done. I mean, this new interpretation for this new generation. I hope, and I hope we get a great adaptation of this legendary comic strip. Also, another item we'll be discussing is that Kendrick and Rebel Wilson will be joined for the third sequel in the third film in the Pitch Perfect franchise. And I'll admit I had never seen the first two Pitch Perfect films. They seem to be, entertaining crowd pleasers, for movie audiences. I mean, I'm not, I don't know about this. I mean, although I've heard of Aaron Kendrick and Rebel Wilson, I'm not. Let's just say I don't really follow those two stars at all. We don't really follow their work that much. I've seen Rebel Wilson in a couple of films here and there, and the first two Pitch Perfect films seem to be, like I said, they seem to be winners with critics and audiences alike. I know that the second film didn't do as much as the first film, but it seems to have entertained audiences. Hopefully, this next film hopefully this next film in the franchise. Let's hope they can continue that momentum of quality. And then also another item we'll be discussing on the show is that Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt will be starring together in a sci-fi drama called Passengers. And it will be will be released by Sony Pictures. And this is said to be a big budget sci-fi romantic drama, with Pratt and Lawrence in the lead roles. Of course, Jennifer Lawrence is pretty much on top of the world at this point. She just, and of course, years back, of course, she won an Oscar, you know, for Silver Linings Playbook. I believe she is a wonderful actress, you know. And I enjoyed most of the roles, and I've enjoyed a lot of the roles I've seen her in. Of course, you know, for Katniss in the Hunger Games films, and also as the young Mystique in the X-Men feature. Yes. And also Chris Pratt is joining huge stardom, of course, as Star-Lord, aka Peter Quill in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy of last year, of course, with the big hit Jurassic World, which is the third sequel in the Jurassic Park franchise, which originally had smashed opening weekend records, you know, and now tops the Avengers as with the highest grossing opening weekend of all time. And it's reported that you know, Chris Pratt's Free, which was originally initially 10 million, had jumped by 2 million more. He's being paid 12 million, while Jennifer Lawrence is being paid 20 million against 30% of the film's profits after the movie breaks even. This is according to sources, you know, and it's set to begin around September. You know, not as much is known about the project at this point. You know, and then although they do have, I believe Neil Moritz as the producer, who of course, I mean, well, Neil Moritz is known for producing the Fast and Furious films. You know, I mean, well, Passenger should be an interesting film. You know, an interesting look in the near future. Mostly due, of course, mostly because of the presence of these two huge stars in the film. And also the last item we'll be discussing on the show today is the release of the trailer for the next sequel in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, Kung Fu Panda 3, Kung Fu Panda 3, which brings back Jack Black, Angelina Jolie, Dustin Hoffman, Lucy Liu, and also Jackie Chan. All the voice actors from the previous two films. You know, and also it will bring in new favorites. You know, it will also bring in new favorites. You know, with Bryan Cranston and Rebel Wilson and J.K. Simmons in newer roles, and Bryan Cranston will voice Lee, who is the biological father of Poe, the main character voiced by Jack Black. You know, and I gotta say, this trailer was absolutely funny. Just, you know, it seems that they maintain characters. It seems that so. Well, I haven't seen the second film in the franchise. You know, I heard it was not as good as the second one, but it was still a pretty good sequel overall. I still have yet to see it. You know, but I mean, the animation looks wonderful as expected. You know, especially the voice acting, especially from Bryan Cranston. Their meeting I absolutely died laughing, you know, when they encountered each other for the first time. You know, it's like, and the citizens are like, "Can't you see it?" I mean, this is so obvious. And Bryan Cranston, of course, you know, from his success off Breaking Bad, seems like a worthy addition to this franchise. You know, and I can't wait to see the sequel they have. This second sequel they have crafted for us. You know. I mean, the Kung Fu Panda franchise. I mean, in itself, is very. I mean, it's very much highly acclaimed, and I have enjoyed the. I enjoyed the first film. Found it this wonderful family entertainment. I believe this film will be, and I believe this film will be as good as its predecessor, even though I have yet to see its sequel. I expect no less from this one. Thank you guys for watching this third episode of Nerds United One Cineverse. You know, like I said, you can watch all the new content, all the content on this channel. You know, there's Blue Thursdays with Caleb Tops hosting on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on the small screen with Paul Inglis, and you can watch all the new content on this channel. Of course, and make sure to check out our main show on Nerds United One, also on YouTube. And also next Monday we'll be doing our 4th episode of Star Trek Month on Nerds United One. We'll be discussing the series Star Trek Voyager. Make sure you tune to that episode Monday night. Thanks. So thank you so much, fellow nerds around the world, for joining me on this episode of Nerds United One Cineverse. And until next time, bye bye.